Buenos días, mi gente. Buenos días desde Puerto Rico. How is everyone? Good morning, my family. Good morning from Puerto Rico. How are you guys? So I'm here. I made it to Puerto Rico. Welcome to our first morning coffee session from Puerto Rico. Yeah? How are you all? So, as you can see, I'm not really set up as well as well as I would like to be. Okay. So I'm sitting on my bed. I have my phone propped up on the windowsill, and you can see the room behind me. This is where the bed is right now. But actually, where I am right now is going to end up being my studio eventually, but it's going to take some time to get there. So it is officially my second day here in Puerto Rico, and I could not be happier. And let me tell you guys something. I know that this is definitely in alignment with me, that doing this reading or being here right now is definitely in alignment with me. I mean, obviously, my room or my space is not set up the way I would technically want it to be, and yet I still feel called to do this reading, okay? So, many people out there on YouTube would say, oh, this isn't the right video quality, this is so budget, this is ghetto, blah, blah, blah. Well, check it out. I don't care, because I'm here connecting with y'all. What's important here is that we connect. What's important here is that we communicate with each other. So the circumstances under which or by which these readings are done or the video is created or whatnot, it really is not that important. Okay, what's important is that we have this time to connect. So obviously things are not ideal, technically, right? I would want things to be set up better. I don't have all my stuff. I only have 2 tarot decks, and I only have one oracle deck, and it's the Romance Angels deck, right? And I went right before I started doing recording this video, I went to grab my cards, and accidentally my hand hit the Romance Angels deck, and it fell underneath my bed. And I took that as a sign that Spirit's saying, we don't need this deck right now. So, okay, fine. We're not going to do it. So I'm recording this on my phone because I don't have my camera. I don't have my setup. I don't even have my hook or I bought this like it's a light and a phone holder combo thing to like prop my phone up. I don't even have that, you guys. Okay, so I'm just doing this straight up however I can. But let me tell you, I'm so happy to be doing this. I'm so very happy. So welcome to morning coffee. And you know what's interesting? Well, normally when I do morning coffee, y'all can't see my face because like I'm fresh out of bed when I do this shit. I'm not trying to look pretty, right? So here we are. Okay, at least I look okay. All right, I look a little cute. I could use a shave, but you know what? Whatever. It doesn't matter. It does not matter. So here we are, and you know what's also funny? I noticed this this morning. I said to myself, "Oh, I know I'm back in Puerto Rico because my cards are a little moist." It's because there's so much moisture in the air, and that happened the last time when I was back here in March. It's June 4th right now. But when I was back here in March, my Golden Universal Tarot deck was so damp just because of the humidity, and I loved it. I actually loved it. So I had a little laugh with myself this morning because I was shuffling and I was like, "Yep, I'm back in Puerto Rico because my cards are damp." All right, guys. So check it out. I'm gonna do this. We are gonna start with I was shuffling my other deck, but we're gonna start with the Wild Unknown right now. And I'm gonna keep this. We're gonna kiss it, guys. We're gonna kiss it again. We're gonna keep it simple, stupid. Okay. All right, y'all. So let's see what we've got for the collective right now. Bear with me. Oh, I've got my coffee. So check it out. Welcome to Morning Coffee. Thank you so much for tuning in. This is going to be a general energy reading. Oh my God, here we go. I'm getting back into it. This is going to be a general energy reading for your Thursday, right? Today's Thursday? Yes, for your Thursday, June 4th, 2020. Please keep in mind that time is an illusion and energies are fluid. So just because this is a reading dated for the 4th, oh wait, hold on. You know what? Let me make sure I have that correct. But just because this is a reading dated, oh, I can't see now. All right, well, I think it's for the 4th of June. It doesn't mean that it has to resonate for you at that time. Whenever you're guided to watch this reading and it resonates, then that is the message for you in that moment. Also keep in mind that this is a general reading, yes, so please take what resonates and leave what doesn't. We're back, y'all. And I only have 1 cup of coffee right now because I bought a percolator. Percolator. I bought a percolator and I don't like it. I don't know how to use it. It doesn't make enough coffee for me either. I normally drink like 3 or 4 cups in a morning. Yikes. Okay, so anyway, I got a coffee machine. But here we are. So let's do this, y'all. So this is just going to be tarot. I don't have any oracle, all right? So I'm just going to do tarot here. And let's just get a collective message. Wait, my phone is doing some weird things that... Okay, my phone was doing some weird things that I didn't know what they was. So now it's over. It's not doing it anywhere. Okay, cool. So let's do it, guys. Last shuffle. All right, so morning coffee here. Thursday. Yes, it is Thursday. Thank you, Spirit. Thursday, June 4th, 2020. What is going on for the collective? What do we want to talk about today? Actually, hold on. Wait. Oh, no, not waiting. Okay. All right. We're kicking it off real strong. We've got the Lovers, and we've got the 3 of Pentacles. Okay? Underneath the deck right now is the Fool. All right? Look, guys. Wow. This is ridiculous. Like, my life is all up on display right now, but it's okay. I'm very happy to share it with you all because I fully recognize that at this point, I'm helping lead the way in some way, shape, or form. And I'm not trying to say that I'm some crazy guru. I'm not trying to say I know everything there is to know. And I'm not trying to say that I've mastered myself as much as I can. Or as much as possible, because I don't feel like that's ever really done, okay? We have all of eternity to master ourselves, but here I am, right? It is what it is. So, and there you go. That's what we have. We have the Lovers and we have the 3 of Pentacles. So what this is talking about is working on the self. I feel like at this point, we are very much in a space of really doing the damn thing, okay? We've taken a leap of faith, or maybe you're in the process of trying to take a leap of faith. The Fool is at the bottom of the deck right now, so that is saying that it is an overall energy. So what this feels like is either you have taken a big leap of faith and now you're mastering yourself through it, or you have a choice. You have a choice to make, okay? And we were talking about this before I left Brooklyn, okay? So you have a choice to make, but okay, the message in this with the Lovers and the 3 of Pentacles right now, the message is that this choice that you have to make, this leap of faith that you're looking to take, or that I feel like it's, for some of you, it's hanging over your head and you don't understand why you need to do this. You don't understand why this is happening. You might be screaming, crying to the universe, why do I have to do this? Well, your leap of faith all has to do with bettering yourself. And this choice has, when I look at the Lovers, and many of you all already know this, but when I see the Lovers, I think of a choice between vice or virtue, okay? Vice being what everyone else wants you to do, and virtue being what your heart wants for you, right? So you need to understand, okay, I understand why this is coming through. Some of you are really asking why you have to make this decision, but why wouldn't you want to make a decision for yourself? Why wouldn't you want to make a decision to better your life and do what it is you really want to do? Why wouldn't you want to be in a position to say, no, I don't want to listen to what you're saying. I want to listen to my own heart. I want to listen to my own soul. And I want to go in the direction that my soul is calling me towards. This choice you have is all so that you can better yourself. 3 of Pentacles, guys, all right? It's also that you can work on self-mastery. And yes, that shit is scary. That shit is scary. Let me tell you something. I spent my last 2 days in the United States with my parents, and it was extremely emotional for me because I miss them. I don't know. I mean, I'm only in Puerto Rico. I can come back, you know, and it's affordable. I mean, I could buy a plane ticket. I'm not trying to fly back every month or so, but like, I can do it. But the fact that I was leaving the homeland. I was leaving my comfort zone. I was leaving my family. I was leaving my friends. I'm kind of getting choked up thinking about this. I was leaving everything I knew behind, and I was going somewhere completely new. But I knew I needed to go because it was a choice that I had to make to better myself. And actually, I plan on talking about this later on. It has a lot to do with the twin flame energy, because ultimately the twin flame situation is really about finding your own sense of wholeness and finding a sense of self-mastery and living your life from that point of view. It's really, really, really not about, and I'm going to get into this in another video, I promise you, but it's really not about doing all this or becoming whole just so you can be with a certain person. Absolutely not. It is so that you can live your best life. And thus I was guided to take a choice, make a choice. The lovers. I was asked, what do you really want, Eric? Well, I want X, Y, and Z. All right. So why don't you just start taking those steps? Why don't you take the leap of faith? And why don't you do the work that you need to do to master yourself so you can get that? Also, keep in mind, guys, the lovers is a romantic relationship too in some cases, right? In order for you to have this romantic relationship, guys, you're going to have to do some things that are scary, in which you don't know what the outcome is going to be, but ultimately it's going to help you build a better foundation. That's what also the Three of Pentacles represents. Mastering yourself, remastering yourself, building that better foundation. Why wouldn't you want to take that leap of faith? Why? Let's keep going. Oh, really? Okay, stop there. All right. All right. Well, woo! On point, Eric. The Two of Swords and the Eight of Swords. Really, guys? Really? Oh! With the Ace of Wands and the Tower? Many of you are familiar with me. Many of you are familiar with the Tarot already. So I almost kind of feel like I don't have to explain this. But for those of you that are not familiar with the Tarot, we have... Damn. Yes, Spirit. Thank you. Okay, so what we have right now, we have the Eight of Swords and we have the Two of Swords. And this is exactly what I was just talking about. The Eight of Swords is a mental prison. The Two of Swords is indecisiveness, or maybe not being able to make a decision, not being able to see clearly, okay? But actually, I'm seeing the Two of Swords as your way out. Your way out of this mental prison of the Eight of Swords. Even though the Two of Swords often has a pretty negative connotation, right? Because it represents indecisiveness, not being able to see clearly, and mental unrest, okay? But I'm actually seeing the Two of Swords in a positive way, especially in relation to this Eight of Swords, because also the Two of Swords can be a moment where a spirit or your higher self or whatever the energies are asking you to keep your mind clear. Okay, so that indecisive energy, that denial energy, because the Two of Swords is about denial also in some cases, is it can work in your favor here. All right, because the Two of Swords can be that energy of having the blinders on, blah 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 blah. I can't hear you. I can't hear you. I can't hear you. Right. So what you could use that in your defense towards is all of the situations, the people, the circumstances, the thoughts, the beliefs, the fears that hold you back, that are holding you in this Eight of Swords, all right? Use this Two of Swords energy to break yourself free, because you are, in fact, inspired. And whatever this inspiration is, whatever this impetus or this influence is to move in a certain direction is, honey, the Tower, all right? The Tower is a big, massive change. And look at this. Look at the bottom of the deck, you have the Magician. The Magician. You are the Magician. You are the architect of your life. And nobody, not your mother, your father, your sister, your brother, your auntie, your uncle, your grandma, your grandpa, nor, and least of all, your motherfucking twin flame, is going to tell you what you can or cannot do with your life. You are the architect of your life. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the Tower moment we have in front of us right here, right now. Hallelujah. Can I get a motherfucking amen, y'all? Cheers to that. All right. This is going to be a much shorter reading than normal. Also, I'm recording this on my phone and I'm going to be uploading it to YouTube via my mobile data, so I kind of gotta be conscious of that. We're 15 minutes in. I wanna wrap this up, but actually, I'm feeling I'm gonna go into my next deck here and I'm gonna get a little bit of clarification. I want to look at the Tower. And Spirit is saying the message that's about to come through with clarifying this Tower energy is reassurance. So, all right, let's see what we've got. I'm going to give this 2 more shuffles, and then we're going to talk about the Tower. And I just heard why this is happening to you. Okay, cool. Last shuffle. Last shuffle. Yeah. Also, keep in mind, guys, I'm not set up to really edit things the way that I'm used to, and the way you guys are used to, and that also includes monetization. My channel is monetized. This video is monetized, but I'm not set up, like, I don't have Wi-Fi, so the only way I'm really able to do this right now, I'm sorry, I don't have internet access. So the only way I'm really able to do this right now is through my phone. And so I don't really know. So I say all that to say, there might be a shit ton of ads on this right now. And if that's the case, I'm sorry. I can't edit that right now, or at least I don't know how to. So please bear with me, all right? Anyway, okay, that came through, and that's what I wanted to say. So, so we're gonna move forward. All right, so we're gonna clarify this Tower energy here. And the 5 of Swords at the bottom of the deck has already caught my attention. But I feel like the five of Swords might be an energy surrounding you in terms of this change or this Tower moment that's happening. But what I really feel like this is saying is the Tower moment is happening because of the 5 of Swords energy. And what is the 5 of Swords energy? The 5 of Swords energy is hostility, is a lose-lose situation. It's winning at all costs, right? Or defeat at all costs, depending on your perspective or where you land or fall in the circumstance. And I really feel like the strongest thing about this is that your impetus, your inspiration, your desire to change things, to move forward, or to change the cycle is because of hostile energy, is because of a lose-lose situation. I'll say, to help put in perspective, the way I understand, or what I'm feeling of this energy, the 5 of Swords energy, is probably like why I chose not to really engage in, like, say, the entertainment industry the way I wanted to in the past. And it's because of this hostile energy. It's because of I'm hearing winner takes all type of energy. It's because the entertainment industry is toxic, and I don't want to be a part of the entertainment industry unless it's in alignment with my truth of my soul. Like, I'm not trying to sell my soul, to sell myself, just to be on stage. Like, I don't need it that bad. I love performing, but you see, I get to perform here for you guys in this way, right? But okay, that was just perspective. That doesn't mean that that's what's going on for you. If that resonates for you, then that resonates for you. I was just trying to describe the 5 of Swords energy. But it's this 5 of Swords energy that you have this inspiration to move on and to change things and to make a better life for yourself. Ace of Wands and the Tower. And this is exactly why you need to be in this energy of having your blinders on. Blah, blah, blah. I can't hear you. I can't hear you. I can't hear you. I'm not listening. You don't mean anything. Nope, what? Nope, what? Nope. Exactly, right? Keep that, okay? But let's go a little bit deeper. What's this Tower energy, please, Spirit? All right. The Tower energy is you've awakened. Either you have awakened or you're going through an awakening. You have Judgment here on the bottom of the deck. And with that has come Strength and the 5 of Pentacles in reverse, but the 8 of Wands upright. Okay, so the Strength and the 5 of Pentacles in reverse is a past energy. And yes, so I'm seeing this as 2 things. One, it's a past energy, yes, but also it's an energy that was in the past. These energies actually were in reverse. Okay, so there was a lack of strength, there was a lack of belief in yourself, there was a lack of self self-sufficiency is what I'm hearing. Okay, there was also fear, there was lack mentality, all that kind of stuff. But the tower moment that we're referring to here is you breaking free from that, because what you have with that is the Eight of Wands upright. So what I'm hearing and I'm feeling for you guys is that even though you might be a little bit scared, okay, and so this strength, oh, okay. So this actually the strength and the Five of Pentacles could be a little bit of a current energy, but I feel like it really needs to be represented or understood as a past energy, because this is what you're coming out of, all right? So you might still be feeling this a little bit. You might still be feeling it a little bit, but if you are feeling it right now, then it's only meant to be a reminder of what you don't want to experience in your life any longer, okay? Because here with that, you have the Eight of Wands upright, and the Eight of Wands is clear energy, like zero obstacles in your way, right? You're leaving that bullshit behind. You're leaving that Five of Swords energy behind. You're leaving that lack of strength, lack of belief in yourself behind. Fucking right, y'all. Fucking right. Why? Because you have an awakening here. Judgment. Y'all woke the fuck up, aren't you? or you're waking up. And if you're in the process of going through this awakening, I apologize if my humor or my laughter is offending you in any way or is triggering you in any way. I am not trying to trigger you, and I am definitely not trying to make light of this situation, because trust me, honey, I know firsthand this shit ain't easy, right? Okay, so I'm not trying to make light of your situation, but I am trying to bring a little humor into it, because honestly, if you can't laugh throughout this, it's only gonna be that much worse. Shit ain't easy, y'all. All right. Okay, Spirit's saying let's clarify the lovers now. Let's clarify the lovers a little bit. I just heard the choice has been made, or the choice has to be made. Okay, and when you're making this choice, the only thing you want to listen to is your heart. You want to focus on the virtue, not the vice in this situation. Two of Swords and the Lovers. But let's go a little bit deeper. What is this? Two of Swords and the Lovers, please, Spirit. You gotta be kidding me. Wow. Okay, we need to talk about this for a second. So the first thing that came out, you guys, is the Magician, but the Magician came out in reverse. And remember, in the main deck, you have the Magician upright, okay? And of course, all of this is upright. Like, I read my cards upright unless I'm shuffling the way I do right now, and they come out and they fall reversed, okay? Which is what just happened with the Magician. But okay, we do need to talk about this. You guys are the manifestors. You are the master manifestors of your life, okay? What's going on here? You have the Ace of Wands again. You have that with Temperance. You have that with the Seven of Cups, and you have that with the Page of Swords. So check it out. This is why we needed to clarify the Lovers and the Two of Swords. The Lovers with the Two of Swords. And this is why you need to be employing the Two of Swords energy. That blah, 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 I can't hear you, right? Almost a sense of denial, but denial of the influence of the Five of Swords energy, or whatever it is you're leaving behind, okay? There's a lot of confusion. There's a lot of fear. We didn't have the Moon. We have the Seven of Cups, but that's a lot of confusion, which can lead to fear. Okay, that's fine. What you need to understand is you need to take your time. You need to be patient with yourself, all right? Case in point, my process of getting here to Puerto Rico has been a long and arduous thing. I came down here for a vacation back in March to visit my very, very dear friend and sister, Chloe. And I already kind of felt like I wanted to move here, but I was like, you know what, let me go down there and let me experience it and let me see what happens. Of course, the day I got here, I realized that I wanted to move here. So I put even though I was saying to you guys, oh, I don't know, I might be moving to Puerto Rico. I knew I was coming down here. Like, I found my apartment the day I got here, and I put down the deposit and I signed the lease the next day. All during a Mercury retrograde, by the way, but we can talk about that later. But The process from then until now, from the moment that I decided I was coming down here to finish, and I finished my vacation to when I got back to Brooklyn, and now I've gotten here, it was long and arduous because there was a bit of a delay. And that was because of the pandemic. I was supposed to be here in May, and that couldn't happen. So I ended up having to pay an extra month's rent in my place in Brooklyn, and now I'm here, okay? But eventually I got here. Temperance, patience, guys. You have to be patient with yourself. And I feel like, yeah, and at the bottom of the deck here is the Nine of Swords. So there's a lot of fear, there's a lot of anxiety. You might be feeling like you're not doing this right. You might be feeling like you're being blocked. But actually, you might be being blocked right now. If you are being blocked, and it's by the universe, and it's because it's for a very good reason. It's because things aren't quite ready yet. The Magician in reverse doesn't mean that you're going in the wrong direction or you're manifesting something wrong for yourself. It just means that your manifestations are a little bit on hold right now, potentially, or you might feel like your manifestations are on hold right now, potentially, but that's because you have to just let things come together, okay? With the Seven of Cups, and I mean, you have this inspiration. We have the Ace of Wands again. You have this inspiration. You are in direct alignment, okay? What it is you're trying to do, or this awakening that you're being called towards, or this choice that you're being called to make is directly in alignment with you, but you have to give yourself the time to let the manifestation happen. So when you're in this Seven of Cups energy with all the confusion, all the fear, yeah, here's the fear that we were talking about. It was not the moon, it's the Nine of Swords. Okay, here's the fear we were talking about. If you're experiencing all of this, just be patient. Wait it out is what I'm hearing from Spirit. But employ the Page of Swords energy, because the Page of Swords energy is really going to help you seek the truth in all of this. The Page of Swords energy is really going to help you cut away from all of the illusion. Why is that? Because the Page of Swords is an energy of, let me figure this out. I just heard indoctrination. Okay, so maybe some of you are breaking free from sort of indoctrination, but the Page of Swords is the investigator, right? The Page of Swords is the individual that the king and the queen, maybe even the knight, will send out and say, go find this, go gather this information. The Page of Swords is the sentry. The Page of Swords is the scout. The Page of Swords is the spy, even, right? So use that energy, because the Page of Swords is really quite thorough, because the Page of Swords is inquisitive. The Page of Swords wants to learn. The Page of Swords wants to know. The Page of Swords wants to understand, right? And I kind of feel like in this circumstance, the Page of Swords is that type of energy to sit back and watch everything happen and just take notes. Take notes. I see that. Okay. I see that. Oh, okay. Now I see how these are connected. Aha! Okay. I'm taking notes. Y'all, right? Take notes. Use this energy to help you clear away this confusion, the fear, the anxiety. Trust your intuition. Trust the process. Because, guys, you are in alignment. You are in manifestation mode. You just gotta let the process happen. Okay? I love you guys. I'm going to end it there. I don't have any oracle for us to close it out. And actually, this is normal morning coffee because this is about 30 minutes long. But I love you guys so very much. I'm so happy to be here. And I'm looking to kind of give you guys some sort of progress update as I build my studio here. Because like I said, I'm sitting in the room where my bed is right now. But this is actually going to be where my studio is. So I'm going to keep you posted. I'll keep you updated. And actually, I think I'm going to do most of that update on Patreon. So if you want to keep up with that, go ahead and support me on Patreon, patreon.com/Divine Conversations. Other than that, I love you guys so very much. And if you're not following me on Instagram yet, I am updating a lot on Instagram. So if you're not following me on Instagram, go ahead, follow me, Instagram.com/Divine_Conversations or at Divine_Conversations. Excuse me. I went live last night and I did a little bit of a check-in, which was really fun. And so that's now posted on IGTV. Yeah. And I am going to be getting back into personal readings very soon. Okay. Very soon. I just got to figure out the logistics. I think I want to wait until I get internet access, because I don't want to destroy my data. Even though I have a good plan, I just want to be cautious of that. But I love you guys so very much. Welcome to Puerto Rico. because y'all are definitely going to be living vicariously through me, right? And I look forward to connecting with you again very, very soon. Yeah? Take care. Mwah!